Hey folks, I'm Philip B, and welcome back to Stellaris and our new run. We are in the new First Contact DLC, and I'm going to try out one of the other semi-origins. So the First Contact DLC came with 3 origin stories. There's one called Payback, where you rebel against somebody who took over your planet or whatever. First Contact didn't go so well. The second one, which is one playthrough we did do, is where we're a escaped slave ship of pre-FTL species who founded their own little empire after escaping. That one didn't go so well. We managed to get a number of episodes in, but ended up getting crushed between a Khan and an Overlord. And the last origin is called, I don't remember what it's called, but you got 2 planets, and one planet wants to explore the universe and is like eager explorers, and the other planet where it was a whole bunch of people moved and settled are people who are isolationists and don't want to move on. That sort of story back and forth. And we may visit that one further on in the future because that sounds really cool. But I want to do something different because there are these other sort of pseudo origins that you can do. So you can pick many of the other standard origins that came in the game that are not part of the First Contact DLC, but you pick a civic specifically to this First Contact DLC, which essentially starts you out as one of these pre-FTL societies. And we are doing just that. And in this one, we're playing a MegaCorps, a pre-FTL MegaCorps, with privatized exploration. So it says here, for years the civilization was told that the hyperdrive was almost finished. Patiently we waited, yet all the while, the subsidiary in charge of the project was quietly diverting the funds into their own private accounts. When the fraud was finally revealed, the corporation hastened to provide experimental exploratory vessels. So at the start of the game, we start with technology and infrastructure that are at a disadvantage, which means we start with pre-FTL buildings and tech. We need to research our way into new tech. Current tech, I should say, or modern tech, maybe is a better way to put it. We start with 10 fewer pops than normal, which is the big malice in Stellaris, because pop is king here. This starts with 2 exploration vessels and an engineering vessel. Both are equipped with subspace drives, making them incapable of hyperlane travel, but granting them limited jump drive ability. So this acts like the experimental jump drive that you can get, where you can jump your ships around, especially early on your civilian ships with that particular thing. But I think it has a smaller radius, which is fine for us. We start with the Starhold technology, and the Starhold already built in our home system, so that's pretty cool. Big, strong starbase. It's a level 2 starbase. Our starbase building speed is reduced, or is increased by 30%. Our starbase module build speed is increased by 30%. A starbase upgrade speed is increased by 30%, and resources from orbital stations are increased by 25%. That means all our space-based mining and research will be much more powerful. Pretty cool. And we're really good at building star bases. Not that cool. I also picked up the Free Traders Civic. This is the standard Civic for the corporate starts, the MegaCorps starts. It says the trading fleets in this megacorporation are bolstered by semi-independent free traders operating under license. We get trade value plus 10% and branch office value of 10%. We are the humans. So I picked us to start on a continental planet. Not surprising, we're starting on Sol. I decided that we were thrifty. Members of the species are instinctively economical and are always looking to make a good profit. Whatever corners need cutting. It's a lot like human beings. Adaptive. Human beings are quite adaptive. We do live in every climate on our home planet, from Arctic tundra to the deepest deserts to jungly rainforests to scattered islands in the middle of an ocean to temperate forests, plains, and so on and so forth, mountain areas. So I can see humans being adaptive. I didn't pick the highly adaptive one because I think that's a little too powerful. This plus 10% sort of, I think, fits into the human mentality of who we are. And then I picked natural engineers. Now, I picked this one because I had 1 point left over and wasn't quite sure what to do with it. I figured natural engineers sort of makes sense for sort of the corporate start, or natural ingenuity. However, we are also deviants. These people are rebellious by nature and constantly try to challenge the status quo. Sounds like human beings to me. That gives us a negative governance attraction. And the empire size from pops is increased by 10% because we are unruly. Unruly species are difficult to manage and organize. They do not like being told what to do and are often quarrelsome and questioning. Again, sounds like every human being I know. And the origin I started with, I really flip-flopped around on this one, and I decided to pick on Machinist, or Mechanist, sorry. Wasn't quite sure where to go with this one. A whole bunch of them are very tailored to non-human origins or non-corporate origins. And I couldn't pick any of the 3 new ones because you can't pick this background if you start with any of the 3 new origins. And I considered going with the default one, the one pre-origin stuff, where you start with extra pops and extra slots on your planet districts. I almost went with that, then I decided that was a little too vanilla and this would be fun to do, so I went with Mechanist. So in the eons since the first primitive human communities took shape on the meadows and forests of Earth, our civilization has spread out and prospered. This all sounds like us. In the early days, our people were governed by primitive feudal realms and inefficient nation-states. Gradually, the global trade increased and a myriad of corporations, consortiums, and guilds into which our merchants organized themselves grew increasingly wealthy and influential. After a period of conflict and rivalry, the most powerful of these entities banded together into a trade league with enough power over the economy to become the de facto world government. Also, it kind of sounds like our current situation. I'm no anti-capitalist, but you know, there's some mega corporations out there which seem to have too much power. And now, after the discovery of the hyperlane network, our finest minds in the Galactic Origin X have finished development of their first subspace drives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. We don't quite have subspace drives, this didn't update with our origin, but we have, what are they called again? Oh no, it does say subspace drive. Perfect, it did upgrade with our origin. I thought this was still reflecting the standard opening, because this is, again, an older origin. So the name of our empire is Galactic Origin X. Our captain is Xenon Branston, and hopefully with the Machinist, I think we start with, it says here, civilization has been preoccupied with the idea of metallic automatons, since the early steam age, which is 100% true. You go back into Victorian age literature and you see automatons wander around and clockwork stuff. I mean, the whole steampunk idea is not something that's relatively, I mean, it's a relatively new concept, but it's inspired by real sort of science fiction and theory and obsessed with automatons back in the 1800s and such, even earlier than that. Leonardo da Vinci was making mechanisms and such way back when. And although many said it could not be done, the first true robots left the assembly line long before even rudimentary spaceflight was achieved. I thought this was pretty cool. Maybe corporations were obsessed with AI, as they are right now, and they've found a way to merge AI with this human-like form to help work in our factories and plow our fields and serve us coffee and whatever. So the effects is that we start the game with 8 pops, being robots, with the technology and infrastructure to build more. Pretty cool. And our mechanical assembly pop speed is plus 50%, so we make robots faster. And we have an extra trait pick for robots. Cool. Let's begin. So here's our system. I picked the Earth Sol system, so here we are, Earth. We have Mercury and Mars over here. We've got Europa and Callisto out here. We've got 20,000 Verona out here. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe that's a reference to something I don't get. Here's another one out here. Maybe these are real asteroids that exist in our solar system that I just don't know of. Uranus over here, of course. This is Saturn. And this is Neptune. Big old Jupiter over here. They may have eliminated Pluto. The Ceres asteroid, which is a real asteroid in our system. In fact, if you've watched TV shows, this shows up in a number of them, series. So what do we want to do here? Well, first we should grab our engineering vessel and start upgrading our home system a little bit. And this 5 mineral thing seems like a real lovely one to start with, so let's start with that. Let's pop out here. And I picked the elliptical galaxy. Let's see where we are. Looks like we're nestled right next to the galactic core here, which is okay. Gives us a little bit of expansion on the right here, and no enemies from that direction, probably. So let's do what we can. we grab our science vessel, and because they can only jump over to there, and our other exploration vessel, let's jump over to there and get these things explored. We got some more worlds here. Bernard Star for some Savannah worlds. Here's a Tundra world and a Continental world. Perfect. And beyond that, we should pick some technology. So we can get the Irishal height. Irishal? If I can speak here. The first level of the hyperdrive and eliminate all this jumpiness. We'll hold off on that for now. Let's get real research labs. That seems like a good idea. Right now we have really crappy research labs. Let's get the planetary administration, which increases our core building on the planet. And if you note, we don't even start with Corvette technology, so we have no army. So I'm just going to hold off on that now because I don't think we need it right away. Let's grab something else. I think we're going to grab minerals for mining jobs. Yeah, let's grab that. Other than that, let's just see where things go. So we'll leave it on speed 1 for the moment while the ships are moving around. Doing their things. Here we go. So you're here, so let's survey. Survey. Probably want another science ship soon. I need a lot more Unity to be able to do that. I need to hire the scientist. I think the first one is 100, so when we get close to 100, I'll build another science ship. For this first part, we want to speak to.
Market outlier identified.
All right, we found a routine thing, so sure, we'll research that. Why not? If it wasn't a level 1, I probably would have left it because early on in the game, you probably want to leave these things lying around and get to them once you start getting blocked in.
Upscaling complete.
Because it gives your ship something to do. We'll just leave that there. You are ready to do something else. Maybe that 3 would be good to pick up. 5 over here. Yeah, why don't you come over here? And we'll wait till next month where we can get this 5 going. Yeah, okay. What does this say? For as long as we humans have been able to look to the stars for new homes, Proxima Centauri B has been a naive dream. A place where we could look for optimism, a new home. Sadly, our telescope got better. We realized that the planet would probably have been tidally locked frozen landscape, a theory we have confirmed today. There is, however, there is hope, however. This world has all the building blocks necessary for a habitable planet. It might just need a slight push. Thank you for inspiring us for another exceptional exoplanet added to our growing list. So what do we do here? Doesn't look like this changes anything, so let's grab thank you for inspiring us. Gives us some unity and the planet that we can do in the future. So we're going to want later on taking mercantile and prosperity probably are 2 of our things. We might even pick up subterfuge and play with that for a little bit, even though this is probably the weakest civic on the list, except for maybe politics, but I don't really know politics all that well. So I think we should take discovery right away because it sounds like us as humans, so we'll do that. Also initially gives us an anomaly research speed, which will help out with that first anomaly that we're working on. Cool, we discovered ancient life on another form. That's cool. Let's get you mining that. Increase our mineral intake here, and then we'll move to a energy thing here. We're starting to run low on energy. We do have a lot of spots. Contact simple life forms. Interesting. Cool. We will greet them with open arms for MegaCorps. Sell them
Outlier
stuff.
identified.
So this one we're going to leave because it's really hard, so we'll leave it for now. Part of the goal with this playthrough is to take a civic later on. Hegemon, it's called franchises, I think.
Complete.
It allows us to be an overlord in other civilizations. I think it's going to be a goal. We're going to sort of a medium-sized, tall build empire here, and continue to work here. How would you do this? A medium builds tall-sized, which means you build a lot of height systems, pop build with a lot of vassals, corporate vassals that we have all over the place. We'll build branch offices and all the vassals and make a lot of money. Our capital might need to build something.
A system has been
soon.
surveyed.
We're okay. Good, you're done surveying that system. It's kind of crappy. Got a savannah world that we can't live on. Let's head over here and survey that system.
Market outlier identified.
We're gonna leave that for now. And I think we're at the point where I can get another exploration vessel. Let's do that. In fact, I'm gonna pick up 2. We'll have 4. That'll be plenty. I'll send one up this way, and looks like there's a split here, so I may send one this way. I figure out the outline of our empire. Something you should really do early.
Situation log revised.
In the game, as best as you can.
Upscaling complete.
Let's grab this because eventually we'll want to do an archaeological dig.
Potential spaceware resource encountered.
An encounter already. I bet you this is. Grab you. Pick you on this. Close this. What is this? Use alien ships. Yeah. Continue to be paused, which is you here. You on a void? You are on a void, okay? And these guys, I betcha are... Yeah, these are the crystalline entities, alright. Well, you can't jump yet, so I'm gonna have you sit way out here. Run away. Good. There's a cooldown on the jump. 80 days to go. Let's grab you. I'll grab you a scientist as well. I need 200. Right there yet. Okay. You can continue to work away in here. This one to build that mining station for me. And why don't I stick, get rid of you, put you on here, and have you jump to, say here, survey that system.
Future market survey complete.
Your jump is 63 days. Survey is done, so let's have you survey. What are you doing? Fine. Wait for the 200 to come in. That'll be shortly.
Potential market survey completed.
That's done. I want it.
Upscaling complete.
Engineering, can you finish doing this? Patience. Counter at Soul. Grab someone else to take a look there. Who we saw, but we saw someone. Got our 200 yet? Next. There we go. Grab you. Our last leader, we'll get the leader lifespan. Seems to be a good one. Let's have you survey the system. Go. That should make us safe from over here for a little while. This is at 1600 fleet strength here. That'll stop most fleets coming this way. We can go past this because we have to jump try. We will. You see a ship or a hand here? It's an eternal question for this picture. The Irissian Concordia. We have recovered artifacts of an ancient civilization on this place. What we have translated so far in their language, we have learned that these aliens call themselves the Irissians Concordant. They were an interstellar power that held sway over the region of the galaxy a little over 1 million years ago. They appear to have 6-limbed mammalians, and they are several references to some sort of plague called the Gaborian pox, which swept through their empire, devastating results possibly leading to their extinction. Well, gives us a bunch of minor artifacts.
Situation log revised.
Gives us the precursor start to that particular story. I'm glad we didn't get the ones we've done before. This is the Baul we had before. And the other one we had recently. The CyberX, I think, is the other one we keep getting. This is a nice
Market outlier identified.
Ooh, hellish. We'll leave that for now. Thank you. Check on our planet. How are we doing here? We still have 10 pop. Building some stuff here. Let's build a money. First contact advances. Excellent. So we'll continue on here, getting the rest of its equipment.
Upscaling complete.
Perfect. Now can you grab the last of the research stations for me, please? Continue to work. Living crystals, keep at it. Science ship is level 2. Probably claim this one first. Grab the Alpha Centauri 3 here. It's only a 16.
Potential market survey completed.
Certainly not the ideal. Why don't you come over here and upgrade that system? I really like this jumping because I can jump right ahead of this. Zip around. It's all done there. And you're done here, so why don't we go down this way too?
Potential spaceborne resource encountered.
Found another resource. You two are busy at the moment, so I'll have to hold on. It's another bad guy. These are the ancient mining drones, okay? It says why don't you, instead of doing that, why don't you do this button? You just sit over here for a minute. Wait for
Market outlier identified.
Oh. And once you're up to ready to jump again, about 100 days, do that.
Potential market survey completed.
Done here, so let's have you survey this one, I guess. I'll have you survey. We'll look this way.
A system has been surveyed.
Oh, look at that.
Upscaling
Continental world
complete.
again. Perfect. This is done. Let's grab Alpha Centauri. Pull the starbase over. Can you jump yet? 49 days away. Then here. Survey this one. Let me know. Perfect. Can't keep going that way, or I should keep going. Oh, I can go this way. That blocks that off. You know what? Let's just go here. We'll see what happens. Come down this way. Explore the back
Outlier
end.
identified.
Excellent. Survey speed. Let's do that. Survey as much as we can, as fast as we can.
Potential market survey completed.
Go to Earth. Let's get the tech lab going. Can I not build them yet? I cannot build them yet. Right. We'll wait until the tech is done. Before we do. So I can go this way and I can go this way, so let's build this way. And I am building a lot of influence, so what I'm going to do is build a second engineering vessel. Go from there. Start going this way. Especially up to this system. Means I need to survey this. See if they want to talk.
Foreign
I found
market
the
leaders
curator order.
request contact.
Awesome. Well met. I do have another one over here. Yeah. For you. Curator order is
A system has been surveyed.
our own system.
Upscaling complete.
Entirely sure. Those mining stations, what's this?
Foreign market leaders request contact.
Fascinating creatures. You are done here, so let's have you come. And you're done here. Let's have you survey that one. Get to this and build it.
Future market survey complete.
Excellent. This looks like a dead end now, so why don't you survey that?
Market outlier identified.
Sure, let's research that one. Quick. I'll do it out here. It's probably not the wisest one to do, but whatever. Level 2.
Outlier
Perfect.
identified.
Do this one too, why not? Again, probably not
Upscaling
the best
complete.
one to do. Rock potential. So, Paunia is exceptionally rich in minerals. The minerals are unfortunately of no use to us. However, Science Officer Xu Lin believes that many elements of the crust of Paunia can be transformed by potentially more useful through positron bombardment. Very well. This is going to be the theme of our playthrough. We're going to take
Situation log
everything that will make us
revised.
more money. So once they're done, we'll have them do this. Now you're done here in Barnard Star. Set that mining up, please. A whiff of something.
Situation
Factory
log
study.
revised.
You're done here, so why don't we do the research project, please? Continue on. Found any other races, which is okay. There's science coming along.
Special
Slow.
project
About to get
actualized.
planetary administration, so that's good. Excellent. We get +6 on Pauna. It's an
A
always
system
work.
has been surveyed.
We're busy building
Upscaling
stuff.
complete.
You're done here. You come here and build that station, please. Well, let's settle this station. Even Alpha Centauri Prime is fine with me.
Research actualized.
Cool, new research. More food from farmers, we don't need it yet. We don't need the hydroponics yet either, and we don't really need naval capacity and defense damage. So let's do the farmer one. We will eventually need. Crashed ore freighter, excellent. We get that +3. You done here? You're building the station. You can fill in all that. You are the archaeologist. I could go do this now. Only level 2 though. I'm gonna have you come fill in these.
Upscaling complete.
You're done here. Have you come down here and build that starbase. You're spreading outward. Looking, use caution. When they're done this, then we can do the olfactory study. Pause.
Upscaling complete.
Excellent. So build
Market
those mining
outlier
stations.
identified.
Do that for now. First base seems pretty empty.
Market outlier identified.
Also need that one.
Future market survey complete.
You're done here. You can do that research project here. Research? No, not the anomaly. Sorry, research project is not the anomaly.
Future market survey complete. Upscaling
Whiff
complete.
of something. Let's pause this. box is indeed a document of some sort, Science Officer Wen Shu admits that they have been hoping for a historical record of some other kind of codex signifying significant to whatever culture left behind, but they were disappointed. The true nature of the aromatic box seems to be a collection of fairly short narratives which, going by rapid changes in odor towards the end of each sequence, are intended to surprise or be interpreted as comedic. The techniques used to store and reproduce specific smells is of some interest, but the tale it tells are not. Crew of the science ship are left with an uncomfortable feeling they have been unwittingly become intimately familiar with what is certainly gaseous byproducts of an alien digestion smell like. However, Wen Shu is unwilling to speculate whether the box was dumped on this frozen hellscape of a planet. Why then it's dumped there? So we gained some science tech, that's pretty good. What are you done over here? Let's have you hop down here. Survey systems. Is this the curators? That is. I'd like them in the system. You're done here. Cool. Hop over here. Okay. Colony ship. Yeah, that's right. You have to pop over here. Interesting. First contact. We get ancient caretakers. Cool. Cooperation shall benefit us at all. First encounter. Where are they? Down here. Excellent. Reforming candidate discovered, and we get another one of these. Research output or research alternatives. We'll do that. We are here. Colonize. Don't colonize. Oh wait, it doesn't automatically colonize because it doesn't have hyperlink technology, so if you queue it up, it doesn't know what to do. Alright, engineering vessel here is done. Sure, let's grab that. They have lots of... You're almost done. Yeah, we'll grab this and then they can fight over it next.
A system has been surveyed.
Sure. This way then.
Upscaling complete.
It's done here, so we're gonna grab this system. Starbase
Future market survey
complete.
complete.
Both those planets, a tropical and continent. You're done here, so why don't you head this way? Waited 55 days. Chill there for a minute.
Upscaling complete. Colonial Enterprise upsizing.
Over here and survey that system. A great day for us.
Potential market survey completed.
You're done there. Survey that system for me. You're done here. Please pop over here. Don't quite have the influence yet. Natural work. Cool. Is that? Here. Here.
Outlier identified.
We'll leave that for now. What do I need for this? I need, it's like 74 minerals. We're done here, so let's build those stations and let's work on colonizing the planets. Head over to our home system here. Build us a couple colony ships. Humans and humans, please. That should take us to the end of our first episode. The Galactic Origin X has ventured into space. We've discovered 3 worlds we can colonize, which is very cool. And the curators, which hopefully we get into our border, so we can build a special station that allows us to have better research, which will really help early in the game. Help us catch up, because we are behind in tech. We do have the new Capitol building. We don't have the ability to upgrade yet, but we're getting there. I don't think we have the decision yet. Yeah. There's a decision you can get later on that allows you to upgrade something. Well, we're not there yet. Anyhow, I hope you're enjoying the series, since this is the first episode of a new series. It really helps if you like, you comment, subscribe to the channel. That gives that engagement, which pushes it out to the world and people can see it in their feeds. Hopefully you're enjoying the series, and hopefully I see you back in episode 2 in our new corporate run with Galactic Origin X. Wonder where I got that name from. See you then.